I don't know that I'm going to sell. I might just ride the dips and enjoy the rips instead of buying the dips. Talking about We're talking about DraftKings, Professor Spike and I. We're coming to you live from Long Island, New York, where the weather is. How is the weather?
I don't know. I'm in my basement.
Oh, okay. I'm looking out the window. Let's say it's snow-covered backyard. Looks okay. I mean, cloudy.
Well, I'll try to get out a little bit today. Just
And look who's with us from Medellin, Colombia.
Medellin,
yes. Colombia. It's none other.
Yep.
Jake.
Nice.
That's right.
Jake, everybody's waiting on bated breath for your opinion on Arenia.
Oh yeah.
It's collapsed to the 15s now. Do you think that a rebound is in the cards?
Yeah. Are you asking me if I think a rebound is in the card?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm holding.
Yeah. So what you have to understand about Arenia is that it's very painful to hold. When it pays off, it'll pay off, and then it will slow bleed for a while. So right now we might be in the slow bleed situation, probably until a buyout happens or some guidance on sales, one or the other. But yeah, I don't think.
What would you guess for a timeline for it to, let's say, hit 20?
It's not going to go without a catalyst, a strong catalyst. It never goes up without a strong catalyst.
Okay.
In the history of me holding Arenia for 3+ years, maybe more, it has never gone up without a strong catalyst.
Okay.
It maybe once or twice. Yeah.
So you think the strong catalyst will be sales or buyout?
Sales or buyout. I'm still sticking with buyout. I'm still doing it.
You think 15 is a fair price, a bargain, or overly too much to pay?
I think downside is pretty limited. It's not going to go underneath 12. I mean, you could wait a little bit, but I think pretty limited downside at this point.
And how would you play this one? Long-term options or buy the stock?
Well, options are pretty expensive, but I would do the stock.
You would do the stock.
I'll do the stock and write some costs in the meantime to protect against the downside.
Okay.
From the first time we talked about it,
as opposed to one of your famous strangles.
No strangle, because the downside or it's not going to be explosive like CVM. It's not going to go to 2 or 3. Yeah.
So what you can do is an uneven straddle where you have a lot more calls than you have puts. What? No.
I mean, you could. I mean, point is, limited downside. Maybe it's a little bit of slow bleed to 12. Upside 40 to 45. So however you want to play it within that range is up to you. So
it looks like a lovely day in Medellin, Colombia.
No, it's nice. I'm sitting next to the river, actually.
And what's the temperature there now?
I don't know, like 70 degrees.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
Yeah. Linda wants us to chart ITRM and CTXR. CTXR is one of Fosco's picks.
That's right.
We'll give it a look. And as I was talking about MMNFF going to 49 pennies. That was my target.
Right.
I sold it at 27 pennies because it just popped so quick, and now I think it's a lot higher than that. So
yeah, I'm making back a little bit more.
What is it now?
I'll tell you in a sec. Actually, I don't even have it on my. I've given up on this so much. I don't even have it on my watch.
It says to Jake, does their deal outside the U.S. hurt the chances for a buyout? I don't know what deal that is.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Chris, buyout comes with a deal.
Chris also kind of, I guess he got the idea from our show on Wednesday.
Wow, look at that. 70%.
Which I'm kicking myself for, but what are you going to do? You can't be perfect. I bought it at 15 pennies, sold it at 27.
You should have averaged down more, and I had a chance.
That I told you to do. Don't tell me I didn't tell you.
You tell me, I know. Now, my average price is around 83 cents. I'm not complaining.
I told you to buy it at 15 cents.
Right. I bought some at 15.
Yeah.
That was to get your average down from $3 to 83 cents.
Yeah. Kamal is here. Haven't seen Kamal in a while. Man is here. Linda is here. Congratulations.
Everybody's telling Jake's wisdom about a bunch of stuff.
This is what I like about our peanut gallery. It's one for all and all for one. Everybody congratulates each other on good picks and all care that each other that we all do well. And Linda is kind of the anchor, I think. Jiggly and Linda, the anchor of the board.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, could I ask Jake a question?
Yeah.
Jake, what are you thinking about Altimun? Are you like completely out of it, or do you think there's any kind of
Yeah, I'll tell you what I think. I think I exited too early. That's what I think.
Okay.
Yeah, should have held. You never know, right? I mean, this thing is so volatile.
They're also a buyout candidate. You have the Sanofi GSK deal collapsed. I think GSK picked up another vaccine maker, CureVac, but the Sanofi might just go for to buy one of these companies.
Yeah, I do think it's gonna dump before the pump, though. I believe that.
So you think there'll be a dump and then a pump?
Well, then there's a shot for some of our audience to get back in.
Yeah, including me. Yes, including me.
Well,
Jimmy wants in on all of our action.
Jake, when did we get in? At 11 or so?
No, we got in like 9 or 10, something like that. I think we ran.
I got out at 13, something like that.
Yeah, we got out. Yeah.
But then I got back in at 15.
Yeah, the same thing for Churchill, right? For Lucid, I got out around 23, 24.
CCIV?
CCIV, yeah.
That was a very good pick. We missed a lot. You had a very good pick in SRAC as well.
That was a good one.
Does that still have legs?
I think so. I think it's up in the upper teens, isn't it? Last I looked.
Yeah, let me ask my buddy Mark, who invested when it was at 20 million evaluation. If he's still in, that it might be worth putting in some money.
Yeah, SRAC is and Space were both very hot for a while.
It's $25.
Yeah.
Right?
$25 is nice. Jake told us all about it at 10. So $25 is very nice.
Yeah, that's the one where I told you it's like almost like sure shot.
Right, but you had to say the word almost. That was
you gotta say it. Yeah.
You couldn't have said that word almost.
Right.
Yeah,
So
it's
more like that,
you failed before the acquisition, before the actual switch over.
Jiggly is back.
Yeah, he's back, and he went back into BCRX. Did anybody go back into Sava?
I forgot to sell 50 shares at 123. So I'm still sitting at 50 shares. You heard about my Sava run, right, Jake?
Yeah, of course I did.
Yeah, I bought it at 8. I bought it at 10. Sold it in the
unbelievable.
50s. Get a load of this. I started selling it in the 50s. At first, I bought more at 35. Then I started selling it in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. I missed the 90s. I missed the 100s. I missed the 110s. But I sold it after hours at 123. It's all-time high.
Yeah, us regular people that never saw that price.
123.
I it was 112.
I texted you. What are you talking about?
No, it was after hours. I couldn't get in regular hours. I didn't get that shot.
Oh, yeah.
You see, so it's worth that premium you pay, Dr. J.
Yeah.
Because the best I could do is like 112 at that time.
There are people begging us to chart AVXL.
Yeah, I know. It's gnawing at us. Also, it's another.
My favorite I said at the beginning of the year, I said in December, that AD's drug stocks will rule the roost this year, Alzheimer's drugs. And sure enough, Sava and Anvis, and ANVS, and BIIB, maybe not so much. Lilly got a nice move. And this AVXL is another, right?
Yes.
So we'll take a look at it.
Yeah, we'll make sure we chart that one.
Is this a compliment? I'm not sure. Is this a compliment or not? I'm not sure. I'll take it as a compliment.
It's certainly meant to be.
Yeah. Whatever it means. I've been called worse things.
The GOAT, yeah, the greatest of all time is what it means.
Oh, greatest of all time.
Yeah, that's what it stands for.
You're the greatest of all time.
Because in the World Series, the GOAT of the series is the guy who makes the error, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's a very interesting acronym.
Yeah. I think baseball. Fosco's AVLD is moving on up.
That was the dyslexia thing. There's AVDL and there's AVXL.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Monsieur Sinibaldi. Fosco gave us 3 stocks: CVM, which is his favorite,
right?
AVDL, which is his second favorite, and CTXR, which is his third favorite. So we're going to look at all of them. He was come see, come saw on NWBO.
Right.
He couldn't express himself or find the words. So Dr. J.
He had to shove those French words into his mouth.
I had to come up with come see, come saw just in time. Emma is with us. Shalom. Linda, what do you got to say? What's the difference?
I went with the American company first also.
Yeah. I already owned CTXR, so I bought the other one. So now I'm in 77 stocks. It's like the 76 trombones. What is it? 76?
76.
I'm one over.
Yeah, okay. That's a lot.
Linda went to Sundial and to GHSI. GHSI is an interesting play, isn't it?
I actually bought GHSI today, Linda. Wish me luck.
Oh, she did too, so that's good.
Oh, nice. You know what? I'm finally going to go in on this one.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny, right?
SMDL, I do not own that pot play. I sold my MMNFF, so I only have 3 pot stocks left. Tilray, TLRY, YCBD, or something like that.
Yes.
And I have, what's my third one? Curaleaf. Now, I also want to add SHWZ, a Colorado pot play. You know, they don't call Denver the Mile High City for nothing, right?
That's Medicine Man. Yeah, that's been made a little bit of a move. The whole idea was to try to look for stuff that wasn't based out of Canada.
If you want to know the runners, who the runners are going to be, past, present, and future, you consult with Kat. Because Kat's been in every runner, past, present, and hopefully future.
All right, what's the next one? What are we going into?
Give us the next runner before you leave to work.
Yeah, right.
Keep in mind that our opinions are strictly our own and do not constitute investment advice. And do your own due diligence, consult with an investment advisor before acting. Of course, most of us, we don't own every stock we talk about, but we own most of them. So our opinions could be slightly tainted. The object activity could be affected a little bit.
Oh, we try not to be.
I try to be
Yeah, yeah.
totally objective, but when you have a big stake in a company like Athesis, it affects your judgment a little bit.
Yeah, but like I said, it doesn't affect our advice. I do more.
No, we don't give advice. We don't give investment advice. What we do is we share with the audience what we're doing. You can do what I'm doing or not do what I'm doing. I don't give a damn.
Well, no, we do. We'd like to hear them.
No, I don't care if people make money or lose money off what I'm doing.
We only want to know about the winners. We don't
That's why they have to do their own due diligence.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And don't give
well, no, I mean, I just followed up in Jake blindly.
People give me credit. I don't want credit.
So what are you drinking, Jake? Booze or no booze?
No booze. Which is I don't drink before 5:30. I just don't do it. Right. This is a matcha latte.
Nice.
Healthy. Yeah.
You're looking real good there. It looks like you're enjoying the sunshine.
Well, if you were in 70-degree weather, your spirits would be a slight better. I know mine would.
No, I feel great. Yeah, in such a better mood.
Kat is leaving to work. We hate to. I don't know. I don't know. She's going to make a lot more money sticking around though than working.
Well, she actually did give us a stock though. ADN.
Yeah.
Which one?
ADN.
Which one? AD.
We have to chart it because I'm telling you, when she gave me BNGO.
But again, it's not advice. It's she's just mentioning 3 letters at random.
Professor Spike, when she gave us BNGO months ago at 60 pennies, I laughed. I had a belly laugh. I said, what is this? This is a day trader stock that goes from 30 pennies to 60 pennies. And it's been doing it for years. All of a sudden, $12. I mean, where'd it come from?
Yeah, I mean, those plays are like doing really well right now. I no longer am against those plays. I'm all open for those plays now.
Right.
I mean, you're not averse to making money?
Yeah, the penny stock.
Yeah.
The penny stock.
I'll tell you, with no commissions, it makes a difference.
Right. I thought I was a high and mighty guy, never invest in pump stock. And I always like a good management team and a great fundamentals, but that has gone out the window. You know what? You tell me, what do you want? I blindly do it. Okay.
In fact, you can just take the dot and throw it at the penny stock board.
Right.
And sit around and wait.
Right.
Linda is telling Jiggly that any time is a good time to buy Amazon. No, GHSI. Linda is saying any time is a good time. Jake, go buy some GHSI. Linda says any time is a good time.
Anytime.
Wait, what do you want me to do?
Buy some GHSI. You're going to take the plane.
I am going to do it. I'm going to do it right after the show.
You're waiting that long?
Yeah, I'm going to wait after the show. You're right. Yeah.
Most of the time, you buy it quicker than that. You say, "Oh, I got to buy it in a hurry."
No, I'm going to buy after the show.
After the show, okay.
All right. I mean, I'm looking at it.
We have to start charting.
Went from 30 cents, and now it's wavering. It's one of these back and forth plays, wavering around 75 cents.
I think we have to start charting, otherwise we're going to get.
Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe I should buy during the show because who knows, right? Maybe the show will pump up the price.
The buying power of our audience.
You bought LCTX during the show, and it doubled since you bought it. So it's good luck to buy it during the show.
That's funny.
Yeah. Should I stay then? LPTX? I'm out.
So first we'll do Cat's ADN.
ADN.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is. But
there's not a whole lot of history on it.
Does it matter?
As a matter of fact, it's got 2 days of history.
Cat gave it a blessing. Cat blessed the stock, so it's going to go up today. ADN. I like SHWZ. I'm going to add that one, I think.
Yeah, well, I've been in there for about 3 weeks now, and I'm not unhappy.
Yeah. Down a little today. Probably been running.
No, it's only 2 days of history.
Probably been running.
Oh, there it is.
What the hell?
Funny, I'm so into the stock market that somebody wrote THKS to say thanks, and I just thought that was another stock to buy.
That's funny.
What's did this just go public? I don't know what the story is.
At some point, yeah, it must have just came out. Dr. J, when you get a chance, you have to pull down Linda's remark because we can't see.
All right, so it dropped from the high of 1650 to a low of 1585, where it's sitting now, and I have nothing to go by. I have nothing to go by, right?
Right. Except the word.
What is 1416 was the low, and the high was 1650. 14 to 1650. Well, my rule of thumb would be buy it in the middle.
There you go.
Buy it at around 15. Probably has more to drop.
Dr. J, before you look at something else, you should take Linda's remark down.
Okay. I like Linda's remark.
Yeah, I know, but it's covering Jake's face, and then everybody has to look at me.
I like Linda.
This is Friday. It's Jake's show, not my show.
I proposed to Linda on the air the other day, but she hasn't responded. Dr. J the Goat. What is? Oh, you're a newbie, huh? Do we allow newbies on the show?
Of course.
Oh, we do. All right. Linda's defending my reputation. All right, so we're going to look at something else now. We're going to look at GHSI.
Okay.
Being that we've been talking about it, we're going to look at Arenia, being that we've been talking about it. You know who else told me about GHSI a couple of years ago? Greg. Greg told me about it a couple of years ago. He's been in and out of it several times with profit. Okay, so where are we? We're pulling back off that new high, I don't know if it's an all-time high, but new year high. We're pulling down from that 110 high, and it looks like it's making a series of higher lows, stepping back, good ways. So we have nothing but higher lows, and it's continuing, higher low, higher low. It looks like a fine time to buy. It's resting on the 9-day. The RSI is, I can't see. It's not overbought. It's fine. All good. It looks like as good a time to buy as any. I agree with Linda. Buy it now. So who am I to argue with Linda?
Exactly.
And there's nothing to argue about. The chart is absolutely a buy. The chart is fine. Normal pullback. Looks like it's going to go up again. This whole market is just unbelievable. I'm gonna aggravate myself. I have to tell the truth. I sold at 27 pennies, 10 pennies too early. Doggone it! My timing was not perfect. What do you do now? I don't know. My original target was 39 cents.
You leave this one alone and move on to Curaleaf.
If I owned it now, I would sell it because I thought little of it enough to sell it at 27 cents. So my original target was 39 cents. Did it hit that today? 38. I would sell it if I still owned it, because clearly I would do that because I sold it a dime less. Does that make sense?
It does, only because you're justifying your prior decision.
Yeah. Now, Mankind, I got rid of at 505, whatever I had left.
Yeah. Hey, me too, actually. Yeah.
Are you
Did the same
too?
move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
was higher. I saw it in the sixes at one point in after hours. Or actually, during regular trading, it hit 6, right?
Is this guy coming back or no?
I think you can buy it at the 9-day, right about the, what is that, 408, 410? You could buy it. I think it's a takeout play. That's the only reason to be in it. There's a couple of reasons to be in it. It's a takeout play, and it's been spiking on rumors. So whether or not you get taken out, if you're good, if your timing is good, you make money. And if you get taken out, you make even more money. It's a perfect takeout play because they don't know how to sell this product. It's a better product than people realize, better product than the endocrinologists realize. From everything I've read about a freezer, it is really, really good and effective, besides being convenient. So a freezer is a damn good product with proper advertising, with proper sales force. I think it could be a real winner for a big pharma. So I like it for that reason.
Right.
All right. What you want to do? Grows.
Which one?
What shows? There's a few of them. That's like
you're talking about do you want to look at Medicine Man?
All right. Let's go.
You see?
I know. Just about a new high today. Very close. It hit 322. The old high was 325. It goes past that 325. The way this market is, the way pot has been going, and with the acquisitions that it's made recently in Colorado, they bought, who did they buy? Bud something? A bunch of dispensaries, I think a half a dozen. So they have a half a dozen new dispensaries coming online. I think they will be a dominant player in the state of Colorado. And they have a niche as consultants to the marijuana sector. So they have a consultancy business, they have a dispensary business, they have three of their own brands. I think it's an interesting play. The only thing is, I'm not sure their revenues justify their market cap. I believe their revenues is about equal to their market cap. But of course, no profits, just revenues.
Yeah, it's all forward looking anyway.
So from a balance sheet point of view, maybe not, but from the Momo point of view, it's looking damn good. You know, you could pick $7. The way that this market has been, a further run, I know it came up from $1. A further run to $7 would not surprise me. I'm not calling that, but it would not surprise me.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me either. It's all about the momentum right now. That's almost nothing else.
Right. Now, Sava, I actually, with 50 shares left, not selling that 50 shares at 123, has cost me $3,500 already.
It didn't cost you anything.
It cost me $3,500 because I was an idiot.
No, the same thing. I am so thrilled that I held on to some. It made me feel good about the stuff I did sell.
Right. Well, I feel good.
Guys.
what I do feel good about is adding more at 35 after it came down from 45. That I feel good about. I did
All right,
something.
guys, I gotta hop.
All right, very nice, very nice.
Enjoy your winnings.
Very nice
Yep.
joining us. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, Jake.
Yeah, enjoy your pumps and your winnings.
It's
Let's
always
do it
fun.
again.
Always fun to
Yeah.
be a winner, right?
See you at 5:30.
Yeah, it really is. See you later.
Let's take a look at the 30-minute. Where was that peak? That peak moved to 45 and then it dropped. That's where I bought it.
When we woke up, it was around 50, and now it's in the 60s again, right?
What
now
is
it's
this?
54. Okay.
This is where I bought it. When it first started to move, remember? On Monday?
Right.
Was it Monday? I'm losing track of when it was.
It was Tuesday when things got nuts.
All right, Tuesday. So when it really started to move on Tuesday, whatever day it was, it hit 45.62. I was watching it, didn't pull the trigger to sell or buy, but when it got to $35, I bought. So my timing was pretty impeccable on whatever day of the week. I caught it right at the low, and I sold it, some of it, right at the high. So I can't complain too much, but I'm complaining about not selling all of it. I don't know why I kept 50 shares.
You had to, because you didn't know if this was the start of something even bigger.
Well, at 123,
It was really good news.
I didn't expect 123, so I said to myself, what if it goes to 1,000,
over
1,230? I know it's impossible, but 123 was impossible.
Well, that's why it wasn't available in regular hours.
Right.
It was you caught yourself a bargain.
I happened to notice it at 7 minutes to 8. I got it in with 5 minutes left.
Yeah, no. So when you did that, I was keeping an eye out, and then I was able to get out at around 110. But like I said, I held because for all I knew, it could have went back to 120, or it can go to 200. Now,
the question is, where does it go from here? Is this?
That was the question. If we're going to buy back in, when do we do it, or where do we do it?
I think the $48 might have been the place to buy back in, because I was thinking I'd buy back in at 45, looking at this 30-minute chart.
Right.
45 would be my nibble.
Would you nibble today, or would you wait a day or two to see how?
Now I'm annoyed that I didn't see the 48. I might have nibbled.
Yeah, that was like first thing in the morning. Didn't last.
I did not see it.
It did not last.
Yeah. So this I still like 45.62, $46. This was really the perfect time to buy, right at this low.
Uh-huh.
But it could come back down there for another retest. So $45, $46 is good. And anywhere in between is also good to re-enter. Assuming that it's not going to go all the way back to $8 or $10.
The cat's out of the bag.
Yeah, I think so. So there could be early FDA approval on this one. There's a lot of good things in its future.
Assuming the FDA is not corrupt.
No, they're not corrupt. They're just inefficient. Actually, they are corrupt.
Well, what they did to Meso, and then what they did with Biogen. It's just, it just seemed that they don't listen to their advice anymore. That there's some other agenda we're not aware of. But don't get me wrong, they are the best in town, and I'm not going to claim. I'm just going to claim that you can't invest based on what you think their behavior is going to be.
I'll tell you what the problem is.
That is my point.
You want to know what the problem with the FDA is? The FDA and Big Pharma are one and the same. That's the whole problem in a nutshell.
Okay.
I won't say anything further than that.
No, it's fair enough. Like I said, I'm not going to say anything about them. I'm just saying, in terms of us as investors, how do we react in this kind of situation? And the answer is we can't expect complete rationality. certain winners.
There's rationality, but we don't understand the rationality.
Oh, we don't know the objective function.
Right. We don't know any underlying ulterior motives.
Gotcha. That was like what my father always told me. People said don't handicap the horses because the horse races are fixed. But my father used to say, well, if you don't know where the fix is, then you might as well play the averages.
With the horses at Santa Anita and Belmont and the high price races, they're not fixed. What they might do is throw in one for the boys every so often. What is fixed is every trotting track in the country.
Okay.
Just like Highlight.
Just like Highlight. I was just going to say that.
Highlight is unbelievable how skilled they are dropping.
Everybody has their marching orders.
How skilled they are dropping the ball and making it look accidental.
Making it look like an accident.
Yeah.
Right.
I love Highlight. I love Highlight. I don't bet more than a few bucks because I know it's fixed.
It's a fun game to watch.
I love it. I love it.
Is there any around in the East Coast anymore?
There might still be one in Connecticut. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that had its heyday.
Yeah.
All right. So are we moving on? Oh, you're looking at Anvis. Okay. Did you mention DNLI also in this space?
Well, DNLI is in a related space. They're in PD. PD.
Because Jiggly asked last week about what the more direct Alzheimer's plays were.
Lilly is not direct because they're so big. Biogen is not even direct.
Right.
So the direct play would be this one and Sava, to name two.
What about AVXL, the one that people?
I don't know enough about that one, but we're going to find out.
Okay.
Now this one is sitting right on the 50. I think I'm going to add some more.
Yeah, there's that convergence there. Are you not worried about a breakdown? That
are we still
in the 50?
Are we still in the 30 minutes? Yeah, I want to change to the daily.
Please.
But actually, this is not bad because if you want to swing this one, it's a good place to get into it till the close. If you want to day trade it, I mean. I'm very bad at day trading. I should keep my mouth shut. I'm really not good at it.
Day trading, it's a little more frictionless because of the commissions, but it's still very dangerous if you want to do it right.
Yeah, I mean, I see potential lower on this one, to be honest. I don't know why I'm being honest, but I see potential lower.
Well, because we just saw the 9-day. We saw the 9-day hitting the 50.
Yeah, and over here, you're looking at a good support area right at 1367, a good entry point. So 1367, get the wheelbarrow of green stuff, and
that went from 9 to 18 this week, right?
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Right in the middle. That's funny how you picked that spot.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. I will buy more of this with further weakness. Look at where it stopped today. The low of the day was exactly 1366. Look at where I drew my support, and I didn't notice that.
Right.
I have to be completely frank. I did not notice it, but I drew it right in the middle of this big candle. This was really a great, wonderful location to get in.
You actually told us that this would happen. You told us that 1450 was a possibility.
Yeah, but gee, I feel like I shouldn't have been working out this morning. I should have been on the computer trading stocks.
No, this wasn't on my list to fix. I went in when it was 18, thinking that it had all that mo, and I didn't even think to average back down again.
I'm inspired by Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
I watched the final episode of season 3 yesterday. It was great.
Did you?
Oh, I love that show.
Hey, I watched some of the beginning.
Yeah, I really liked it. The middle was weak. The second season I thought was weak. But the third season made up for it, and the first season was great.
First season, yeah, was very interesting. That's one I watched.
Yeah. This is a buy. I'm almost tempted to just buy it right now and say, hold on a minute, but I won't.
Right. Yeah,
Buy it after the show.
So you want to look at the other one then, AVXL?
Sure.
Since we're in that space?
Sure. Don't forget about ADN. Cat has been hot lately, so we have to keep that on our radar.
Yeah, exactly. Even though there's not a whole lot of info on it.
ADN. We don't spend much time with it. I don't even know what they do. Anavex's lifestyle. All right, so it had a big spike to $31 today.
Yeah, it made a massive jump.
Massive jump. Must have been news. And its low of the day is right around. Oh, we might as well just look. It's at the high of yesterday. 1380. The high of yesterday. It's probably about that.
So it filled in the gap anyway.
It didn't fill the gap, but close. To me, it's close enough. You know,
right.
I'm not going to worry about whether it filled the gap or not. I just worry about what the hell made it go to 31. Is it the same nonsense that made Sava go to 123?
It's possible because, like I said, it is a neurology drug.
Do you have the news on it?
Let me see. No, I didn't see it. All I saw was the jump and a lot of discussion about it on Twits. But
I want to know a little bit more before I commit on this.
I understand.
But you know, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to get back to you guys on what I think of it. But I really didn't get a chance to look at anything other than this chart for the first time. And to say buy at 1364 or whatever number I make up, I'm not sure that that's a good idea. So I'm going to keep my mouth shut on this. Judgment is reserved. I have a Novus, which I like very much. So
there was an earnings. It was a move on earnings,
which means nothing.
Right.
How far along are they? I wonder on the AD drug.
It's a good question.
I mean, we'll get back to everything.
We'll definitely look that one up. And ADN. We'll look at both of them.
Yeah, we'll have to get back to people on that.
So we could actually have something reasonable to say to people.
Yeah.
So like I said, the only other one I saw here was Eli Lilly, in terms of the Alzheimer's plays.
This one is an RNAi company, and that's
right. This is the other one, right?
This is similar technology to which one? AWR.
Okay.
I'm getting mixed up with the letters already. Whereas, you know, they have the similar technology, also similar to Sarepta, SRPT, who filed with the FDA for yet another gene skipping, exon skipping muscular dystrophy, and Duchenne muscular dystrophy drug. You know, that's a tongue twister. Duchenne, I can't say it. It's a tongue twister.
Now, are you worried that the 9-day again went below the 50?
On this one, I don't
like it might be a little bit of a downtrend.
Yes, and it showed a little bit of a downtrend already. Hopefully that's the end of the downtrend. Let's see where this takes us. Yesterday's low. We extend that out. That's not a bad support level.
Right.
Got a lot of hits. So we may have bottomed with yesterday's low. It's possible. That would be $66. Nice move off that bottom. Tried to go higher. It's given it back. but it's stopped at the 9-day now today. I want to see the rest of the action going into the close on this one. If it closes above Wednesday's candle, I like it a lot, 74.06. If it has a late day rally, I like it a lot. I'll be buying. So I want to see a late day rally on this one. I have a position, of course, in it.
This was Parkinson's, right? More than
Alzheimer's. I'm not opposed to adding on this. I put down a shipload of stocks. Which other ones should I put down? Try to do more.
Well, we AUPH. We talked about AUPH. We don't really have to show it.
That's good enough.
Yeah. Because I don't have your list from.
Oh, I have Amazon as one of them.
Well, of course.
Now, Amazon pisses me off. Well, it's redeemed itself a little bit.
Redeeming itself, but yeah, I mean, you have to give some people an opportunity to get in. Not me, but other people.
Well, I know exactly. I know exactly what's going to happen with Amazon. I'm anxious for it to happen already.
Well, for 3,900.
It's going to go to close to 4,000, maybe 4,000 even.
Well, if Tesla could do it, then they
split,
can, right?
and split 20 to 1.
Okay.
We're looking at a $200 Amazon. So if you have 50 shares of Amazon, you're going to have 1,000 shares of Amazon. This is going to happen within 6 months.
Yep.
Bezos won't object. $4,000 is too high. It's already too high. It should be split now. I think they wait for whatever reason. For whatever silly reason, I think they wait. But I like the recovery today. It's about halfway up the red candle.
Yep.
Well, I want to see a continuation. Actually, I want to see this high taken out of 34.34. It should have been taken out. There's no reason why this shouldn't be up 300 more points off that earnings report. I think it'll play catch up. So you didn't get the move on earnings, but you're going to get the move a little delayed. A delayed move, says Dr. J. So 300 more points from here puts you at 36.50, let's say. I like it at 30 to go to 36.50 quickly. That's where I see it going quickly. And then it'll slow down a little and let's say 4,000, 39, what I say, 3,900?
Yes.
I'll stick to 3,900 by June. I'm not afraid of that forecast that I made. I'll stick with it. What else we don't want to do LAZR. We don't want to do the LIDARs. I didn't know.
Somebody asked for BCRX. Somebody asked for ATRS or ATRZ.
BCRX. Is Arjon around? Because he said he's going to pop in late.
No, I didn't see Arjon. This one's Linda actually wants to see BCRX.
I just want to make sure Arjon isn't waiting somewhere. No,
oh, okay.
He's not.
Oh, did he actually say? Oh, Arjun said he might come up.
He said the last 15 minutes, but we're in the last 15 minutes. And I will take it.
He's still bullish on VBIV.
VBIV is very good call on his part, and BioChris, of course, everybody on our chat room is bullish on this one, including Dr. J.
I went get a little more under 10.
I wanted to pick up even more, but I did all right. I doubled down on my call options yesterday. So I now have double the amount of June 3.5 strike call.
Yeah, you're deep in the money with your options.
Yes, but
is there a reason why you do that?
The reason I did that is you just get a little more leverage than buying the stock.
Okay. I thought you did it because you wanted to keep yourself from spending all your money.
No, because it's not that much difference.
I don't know if you're buying an option deep in the money, that all you're doing, you know, what you're really doing, just getting some of the premium, maybe.
What
Instead
you're
of
doing, no, you do the math, and you'll see that you're getting more leverage
okay,
on an up move. At some point, you get a lot more leverage. But if it's just a small up move, you're going to actually break out worse. But I like deep in the money in this case. Wasn't much of a premium. I think I paid 20-cent premium for deep in the money.
gotcha.
So what the hell? The recent chart is good. I mean, it's found support. Three out of 5 days this week. It's tested the lows at 944, and it held.
Yeah, the old ceiling is the new floor.
Yeah, no, this looks good. I wanted to pick up more at like the close of this day, 921, but it never got there.
No,
So I didn't.
I felt lucky getting anything under 10.
I was going to pick up more shares. I was looking to add another. I don't know. I won't say how many. I was looking to add a substantial amount in the low nines.
Yeah, man's putting the support at 950.
Yeah. It's the support. No, the support is clear. 944. This is support. You're not going to argue about this. This is 947, 952. Any of these numbers, when I average the three of them, you get 950.
Right. So Chipley's rattling the teacups for ATRS.
What does he want? CTRS?
ATRS.
For Mr. Sinibaldi. Mr. Fosco Sinibaldi.
No, ATRS. I'm
CTRX.
No, ATRS.
Oh,
Sorry.
ATRS. What
ATRS,
the heck?
yes.
On carries? I did that last week, didn't I?
No.
That's the EpiPen stuff.
Is it really?
But virtually nobody cares about that one.
Well, Jiggly, like I said, Jiggly's.
Jiggly, go look and buy some of Sinibaldi's.
We can't deny him. He's gonna get a heart attack if we tease him and not do his doc.
Well, what's the symbol in this? CT. Well, I lost track of the symbol.
All right, I'll do a quick one.
The symbol is what? CT.
What are you looking for? You looking
Citius Pharmaceutical.
for Fosco's?
Yeah, CTXR.
CTR. It's CT. I'm sorry, I have it here somewhere.
Citius Pharmaceutical.
It's not CTRX, so it's See, you got me here. You caught me. Let's see.
Is it CTXR? Yeah.
Yeah, CTXR.
Citius. It's insidious. This is a nasty drop, but look how it came right back to the 9.
To the 9.
I like that. I like that rebound today. I like the yo-yo action. But I would buy it here. I would, if I owned it, I would. I do own it. If I remember to buy it, I'm going to buy it. My memory isn't great, but after the show, I very well may buy this. So what am I buying after the show? Remind me. Buying CTXR. I forgot what else I'm buying. ANVS. Okay.
Right. And you're right. And you're buying maybe Denali.
Denali, maybe.
Maybe ABN on Cat's recommendation.
Yesterday, I bought about 10 different names. I don't even remember them all.
Well, actually, the one that Jiggy gave us, ATRS, looks like it has a reasonable amount of momentum, so it might be worth looking at.
This is the one where they stick you with the pen.
Is it?
Yeah, the EpiPen.
I mean, it's made a lot of good moves since December.
Jiggly, I charted this for Jiggly last week, I think.
Did you?
Think so. It's been on a tear, Jiggly. What do you want me to say?
There you go. Next, please.
It's been on a tear. You know, congratulations if you own it. It's been on a tear, especially if you're in from 3. You did very nicely. You want me to tell you if it's a sell or a buy? It looks more like a buy than a sell to me.
It does. It's still got all that upward momentum. If this is a momentum, like the rest of them, there's no reason to get out.
Absolutely. I have 5 more minutes left. I got to go.
All right. Yeah. No, so you had a couple more that you were looking at. CVM. People wanted to see.
Yes. ATHX.
CYCC. AKBA. We have a lot of. We have an MGNI. That was one of the ones that I picked for next week.
The yo-yo stock is trying to stabilize in the high 2s. It's trying. It hit 3 and said, too high.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't like being at 3.
And now we don't. This is not technically. This is not an engulfing because the day before is red, not green. But it's a nasty. It's not a nasty looking candle. It's just not the greatest.
Yeah.
The one good thing we can say is it's had 1, 2, 3, 4 days of higher lows, 5 days of higher lows. It's had a nice 5-day move up from $1.94 to 3. Come back down to normal levels, I guess, for this stock. I wouldn't be a buyer here, but I wouldn't be a seller either.
No, at around that cross point, around $2.30, right there.
If I remember, I told you I added under $1.90 because I couldn't help myself. I felt it was.
You saw it again under 2. When was this? Oh, I see.
I told you I added. Would you be mad at me if I added more to this ATHX? You said no. You wouldn't.
Like I said, you told me to wait till 100, so I'm not moving any of my stuff.
You told me you wouldn't be mad at me because I own too much of it to be adding, but I added anyway.
Well, my emotional attachment to your stock moves is relatively muted.
So at this point, this is an official Dr. J hold.
Yep.
I'd
buy back in if it hit anywhere towards the middle of that big green candle.
Yeah.
We also have a request for MGNI.
CVM has got a nice little bounce off the 9-day.
Is this going to be another one? We were talking about this, the 20 to 25 new range, right?
Maybe. It's certainly looking that way.
Buy 20, sell 25.
It's forming a pennant here. And with the base of the pennant right at the right place, the midpoint of the big move up. What the hell did I hit?
Yeah, that's true.
I wanted a horizontal one. Doesn't matter.
That's got a little of an upswing there.
Yeah, it does look like it's forming a pennant here. It might retest this level of what level is that? 1868 could be retested. So what I would do is any number below 20 is probably what I'm going to do is probably buy back.
I did that. I bought back at under 20.
Any number below 20, I'm probably a buyer here.
Would you sell if it hit 25, or would you still hold on?
I don't know.
And that's the toughie. Whether this is a swing play or just backing up the truck again for the.
Right now, I'm just looking for a re-entry point. I'm not thinking about a target.
Gotcha. I mean, it's fun. It's fun to have something to do while we're waiting for news.
Right. What else?
The last one is MGNI, and then we can go.
I'm sorry I didn't get around to all the millions of stocks that I listed when I tweeted.
Yeah, and plus we had a lot more requests. I'm being a little bit picky here.
Yeah.
But this one was just a question of whether or not it's too late to get in anymore.
I wanted to do GTHX.
Oh yeah,
asking me for that one.
definitely we should end on that one.
This one is definitely not too late to get in.
Or GHS.
A little pullback at least to the 9-day. I think you're gonna get. It looks like you got support right at these two highs. It's this way this one is going. You don't want to get in its way. You get mowed down. This one is like real high flyer.
Yeah, the question is right now where it is. It's got that big. It took that big jump today, 25%.
Yeah, no, I don't want to buy it there. I want to buy it on.
You got to buy it right where your line is. If it comes down,
I want to buy it at a pullback at $40. I'm not buying it today.
On that, because that's what I wrote. I wrote something like that on mine.
$40. I'm not paying 54. I don't care if it goes to 154.
Right.
Is that it? Or GTHX?
Yeah, GTHX and GHSI if you want.
GTHX is Purdue for
GHSI. So GTHX.
Purdue for date is the 15th. I think you're going to see a leveling off of this move until Purdue. So I think what you see is what you're going to continue to see. Small ranges, dojis, right up until next Monday. And would I be betting on approval? Yes, I'd be betting on approval.
Yeah, a lot of that's priced in, it seems.
Probably. But if I bought before Purdue, I would be looking to buy at 27. Just a little lower than that.
Huh.
And the final one, also Purdue for date on Feb 15, is an old favorite of ours. Big Techs. Big Techs. This is the one we looked at the chart at 25 and said, I'm buying immediately. And I did buy immediately. And it's got a Purdue date coming up on the 15th. It's like Arenia, almost a short thing. Or like BCRX.
Well, yeah, we see how that did.
I think it's on this particular approval is some kind of cancer drug. It's looking really good. I don't know that much about the fundamentals, but Big Tech says.
Oh, you got a very narrow pennant going there.
I try to pull this down a little.
Very narrow.
It's not that it's a pennant; it's strong support at $46.
Right.
Very strong.
Yeah, but I'm saying if there's a convergence, it's going to break up instead of break down.
If you can get a little move down to yesterday's trading range, I'm going to buy some more.
Right.
Yesterday's trading range lower 47.70. I'd like to see a little pullback here so I can add. And where do I think it's going to go upon approval? Probably it should take out this high. At least pre-market. You know how they play the game.
So it's not a lot of time, though. If you're talking about February 15th.
6 trading days.
Right.
56.74 should be taken out. So if you can get it at 47, you might get a 10-point pop on Purdue. That's how I look at this one.
25% is 25%.
I'm sorry I couldn't do more.
Well, we still have other days. There's still next week.
Yeah. All right, so it looks like our group had a good time. Chris, Linda, Jiggly, Man, all chatting, giving them. David is with us, Tory.
We got a couple of new names here too.
David. We know David. Tobias Trading is with us. LCTX.
Yeah, you talked about something called LCTX.
Yeah, LCTX is the one that Jake bought on the air. Linear Cell Technology Inc.
Oh, that's right. That about 2 weeks ago he did that, right?
They're a stem cell company for macular degeneration. They have spinal cord injuries, all that stuff. Trauma. Kamala's with us.
Yeah, we talked about a lot of stocks today. I'm looking at the I wrote down all the stuff we talked about. So there's a lot to work on. There's a lot of homework to do over the weekend.
By the way, congratulations to Linda, 35% on her swing trades for the week.
Yep, nice.
On stockpicks.com. Dr. J was in with 12.5.
Very good.
Not terrible.
I'm in a slump, but I don't care.
Compared to Linda, 12.5% is terrible.
Exactly.
I'm competing with the best, apparently.
Yes. How did Pete do? Oh, we didn't have Pete in this time, did we?
Pete didn't have a good week.
Right.
Not every week is a good week.
Oh, well, he's still you can't all be home runs.
So I want everybody to tune in on Sunday for the new stock picks of the week. We have Linda, we have Pete, we have Dr. J, we have Professor Spike. You've been on a pretty good roll. We have Arjan has been on a roll. So, we have our pickers. I only had 1 week out of the last 9 where I was negative. And I was only negative 3%.
That's a rave, guys. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl.
It's time to remind everyone to subscribe if they haven't, because that's how we can make the big bucks. That's how we make the big bucks, right? With people subscribe.
I could.
How come I haven't seen
those chips?
How come I haven't seen those big bucks?
You're drinking all that water. It's eating into your profits.
This weekend, I'm going to make a strong effort to write up another featured stock of the week. I'm thinking ANVS. What do you think?
Well, it's got put into your attention. You like the space. It's worth talking about.
Yeah, I think it's worth it. It's got AD and PD. I think that's the one to write up. So look for ANVS this weekend and the featured stocks on stockpicks.com. I'm still waiting for Fosco to give me some material. I'm not going to hold my breath, though.
No, I mean, the guy said he has a real job. This is just something he does on the side.
Well, I have a real job too, don't I?
Yeah, you and me both.
Yes.
What month is this? February?
February made me shiver.
Well, I definitely have less to do than you do.
Finish that lyric. February made me shiver.
Made me shiver. With every paper I deliver.
You got it. How come you're so damn smart?
I don't know.
You know everything.
You got to add the word ass to that. How come I'm such a smart ass?
You know everything, man. You know everything. Here's what Linda said about my full-time job.
Yeah, I know. My full-time job gives me time to think about other things.
Linda got lucky, she said. With Linda, when she says she got lucky, that's true. Linda never gets lucky because you can't. Luck is when you have an accident, one winner.
It's not
when you have every effing winner. It's not luck.
That's right. If it was luck, it wouldn't be legal in the state of New Jersey.
Linda, I told you we should hook up. We'd be a power couple. Hasta luego.
Take care, everybody. Good weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl.
Bye-bye.